Hey gang, for those of you who enjoy QF, a podcast about Howard Stern, and would like to donate to us just via PayPal, you can, using the email address johnnythegreek21@gmail.com. You can check the link in the description for the spelling, and it's also here on the graphic. And if you'd like to do more in terms of donations or subscriptions, you can use our Patreon account and subscribe via the Black Kluge level, and you can receive our weekly content that we're putting only on Patreon. It's exclusive for that platform. And anything over $5 is just gravy, guys. We love you. Thank you so much.
Hey, why don't you rub your cock up against the phone? Let me see what kind of noise it makes.
I'm not going to do that.
Just do it. It's a big deal.
Are you gay?
Which Howard are you talking to?
The one who asked that question.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to be entertaining, that's all. I'm not gay. Am I gay? Of course not. I have a wife.
A lot of gay men have wives.
Yeah, but come on. You know me. You know I'm not gay. I'm just asking the guy how big his cock is.
Well, you're asking him to rub it up against the phone.
And all you do is mooch over people. You do nothing. You're a big homo.
That's not entirely true.
What do you do, really?
I'm bisexual and I don't mooch off everybody.
People are going to be shocked that you put out an exercise and diet book because they don't think of you that way, right? They think about you. But here you are today with is the book out now?
Yep, Formula 50.
Is there a bunch of pictures of you with your shirt off so we can see your muscularity?
Well, no, I didn't take my shirt off.
Musculature?
We got to have an example.
I want to see your musculature.
This is not about. This is not the Chippendale show, Robin.
Are you very ripped? If you took off your clothes now, you were totally nude. Would I see a man who is in the prime condition?
You have to have him totally nude.
Yeah. Would you mind being totally nude right now?
Yeah, I'm not taking my clothes off.
Please.
I was trying to give me a strip in here.
Please, if you don't mind.
Girls you bring up here.
Take off your clothes. Take off your shirt. Let me see
I'm
what's
not taking my shirt off.
I want to see if you got titties or not.
Last time I watched the show, I see you had the porn stars up there.
Yeah.
And y'all had the girls in here stripping and stuff like that. I'm like, me? You want to bring me here? Me?
I want you nude right now.
You got to be kidding me, man.
Come on, man.
I'm doing way too good for this kind of shit, Howard.
Look at your ass. You're so muscular.
Do you have muscles in your ass that you'd like to show?
I'm not doing this in a gay way. I just want to, see if you're fat or not. I just want to see. It's not gay.
No,
man. Each of your balls to the tip of your penis was over 9 inches.
No, right at the
9 inches.
Yeah. You making me feel good, man. Because when you watch porno, those dudes is like a foot.
9 is perfect.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe that's that's the secret. Wait, hold on, Robin. Is 9 perfect, Robin?
Perfect.
What does Howard mean by that?
You know exactly what I mean. My daughter's 15. All her friends are like consumed with who's gay and who isn't. Yeah, that's like a big thing.
That's the new thing.
Yeah, right. They think I'm gay.
Yeah.
Everyone's gay.
Welcome, folks, to QF, a podcast about Howard Stern. I'm your host, Fillmore, a.k.a. Jim Fix. With me today is Chicago Bob, a.k.a. Bobby Chicago, and Raven. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, guys. Doing good.
Back for more punishment.
I thought we might be doing. It looks like we're doing like a radio karate thing because Raven's got the Shang-Chi background. The rings, the 10 rings or whatever, which we're supposed to cover. Me, Wayne, Vince, Vance, and Derek, aka, and also Carrie. The thing we're going to do first, guys, is a little different. We've got 2 days of clips, the 21st of June and the 22nd. 23rd is going to come up in another podcast because we've got a lot to do right now anyway. But Raven got a message from a fan, and I found it fascinating, and so she's going to read part of it. And we wanted Bob to tell what he thinks about it as well. So, Raven, please, if you will.
Right. I like to call this segment, I have a vice friend, kind of like Wiggy has friends.
Yeah.
So it started out of the blue, just one, and I'm going to start reading what he wrote. So I can't listen to the Stern Show. It's so bad. I just don't care what he says. Perverted, old man. I worked Vice, and he's a sick deviant. So I answered him. I was like, can you give me an analysis or a diagnosis or compare him maybe to a criminal that you've met and some of that type of behavior?
Mm-hmm.
Here's his response. I think he is a gay sexual deviant. I have met so many of them. They hang around young men, try to look young, boy does he, and have emotional power over them, hence Ralph, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his staff, like Chris Wilding. So he continues. Most of them don't get caught because their victims won't talk or have been told they will be in trouble, etc. Let me have a think. Anon is good. He just reminds me of all these sexual predators that I have locked up that had hundreds of victims. He reminds me, he wouldn't do it, but of somebody called Trough Boy. He used to lay naked in the urinals at gay dance parties and get pissed on. He's not a criminal, just a very deviant person.
Well, real quick before you go into that, Joey Diaz had a funny story about how he and his buddies, they were at a club. They needed to piss, and they were passing by this gay club, and it was like a deviant sex club basically. And there was a guy outside in a wading pool, like a kiddie wading pool, and there was a sign on him that said "Piss on me." So they all had to piss. So he said, "Do you mind if we all piss on you?" He goes, "Go ahead." So they did. The guy was enjoying it. Anyway, go ahead.
Wow, we've gone from sword fights to pee trough. All right. So, at least it's not scat, right, Sam?
Yeah.
All right. That kind of person. Howard's had all different weird phases. Master Bill, bondage talk, scat, transsexual, fetish, cross-dressing, etc. I think Howard is just a gay deviant. So I thanked him. I told him I will definitely keep you anonymous, and that why do you think he gets away with so much degeneracy? Mm-hmm. So he said, thank you. I appreciate that. I think he solely relies on the past shows when there were good guys and he was the married guy with 3 kids just playing a character. Mm-hmm. It was expected everything would be sexualized and in good humor. I generally don't think people listen anymore. They think it's cool to say they listen. The people that listen are somewhat attracted to this degeneracy and type of humor. Unintelligent people who use words like retard and love fart and shit jokes. I'm not sure about the gay element, but I guess some men have a curiosity gay lifestyle. But what Howard talks about isn't a gay lifestyle. It's a very extreme form of degeneracy. Mm-hmm. How he gets away with it, I think most people think he should go back and sit in the corner. Let the adults discuss the real issues. Great point. Yeah. Like he is someone they don't really acknowledge for a comment or realize he is someone just trying to get attention. Probably irrelevant now. And we've postulated that celebrities that take them on vacation, it's a schmuck's dinner just to get, an asshole in the room and make fun of them later.
Yeah, basically.
So
a schmuck's dinner.
When Howard, I'm continuing reading my message here. When Howard was in New York City radio, he had the shopkeepers, maids, postmen, police, doormen, and audience. And if you went against him, like with Bon Jovi, he would find out things about you and use it, or just bash you on air for months until you did what he wanted. And this reminds me of the Goo Goo Dolls coming in for the gay dance party, that he banned them from K-Rock, banned them from WYSP in Philly, and basically said, that they were homophobes. And we have proof of Gary saying that in a video. So, he's 100% accurate with these comments. So finishing up, degenerates attract other degenerates. I wouldn't be surprised if he was TOR. It gives you access to the dark web. You probably know about it. All untraceable and anonymous. A VPN type of stuff.
Yeah, it's called Tor, and it's a different kind of browser. I went on it one time just to see what they were talking about, and then I got so creeped out inside of a minute that I fucking deleted it. I wiped the memory from my fucking computer. I didn't want that filth. And it just seemed, it's really where fucking deviants, criminals get together. People are selling shit, whatever they don't want, like that out there and stuff. And it really is not a place to go. But I wasn't Pete Townsend. But I mean, the thing is, first of all, the Goo Goo Dolls thing, James Santiago said there was a second part of Howard TV that was like a 2-part. It wasn't just the dance party, which is about a 40-minute clip. I know I have it somewhere. There was a follow-up about the dance party. I've never seen that video. Have you guys?
I can't remember it. No,
I've never seen it.
Okay.
Well, James, send it to us, please.
Yeah, if it exists, I maybe someone's uploaded it since. But either way, that's totally right. He blackballed that band, and he said, "We're going to keep you off certain stations, Infinity-based stations, unless you come in," and that is essentially blackmail. I mean, that's something he should have got in trouble for by somebody, But he got away with it, and
it's extortion basically. If you don't come play this song in front of 15 gay guys who are dancing at a prom in sailors' outfits and thongs, then you're dead. I'm going to ruin your career. So he extorted them to play in the show, and they did it. And you could tell it's brutal how like they just are there going through the motions. They just want to get it over with.
Oh yeah.
And according to Casey, the place smelled like dank ass and semen, the whole place.
Swamp ass and yeah, exactly. So Bob, what's your take on that on this guy's take basically?
Again, my take is I don't think Howard's a homosexual, but I do think that he is very prone to any type of sexual deviance, anything that's taboo, anything that's wrong, anything that's possibly same sex, anything, now the last time I was on here, we were getting into pedophilia. So, that's what he's prone to. And I think with what the guy was saying, someone who's into this hangs with other people that are into this, and he brought up Ralph. Hey, if you're a rat, you hang with rats too. That's my whole stance with people have asked what Ralph is. Ralph is just Howard. He's just a fucking rat. That's who Howard relates to. That's who he is. Yes. And that's my whole take on all of it,
Right. My cousin used to say, friends of assholes are also assholes. Yeah. And the thing is, it's not just Ralph. Think of back in the day. Someone recently brought up, I think it was John Matsuka, or whatever his name is his family name. I can't get it right. I'm sure I'm getting it wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. But Cabby was a known fucking dirty piece of shit. Like, I mean, he was good on the air, but this guy telling you about how he's done 3-ways, he's done with like guy and what MFM, whatever, like guy, girl, guy. He's been in, the Gulf War. He's done drugs. He's had issues, substance abuse issues, and he hung out with them all the time, and he sounded like he would be down for fucking anything. And if you meet people like that, you actually feel like you got to shower afterwards. I mean, I've met plenty of dirty assholes like that, and I'm like, hey, how are you? But you stay over there. I'll just choose to talk to anybody else in this room but you. Yeah. And he whitewashed him. Now, that story about him meeting Beth, Cabby was there.
Really?
And he admitted it. Yeah, he was there with Ralph, and it wasn't. So they've since, like, Cabby's not part of the equation because he's been written off, but he was there, and Stern admitted that. So yeah, Raven.
Well, I think that's part of why he brought Wolfie on board, to go to all these crazy conventions that do degenerate shit, that are the Fist Fest and the Bear conventions, or the Bear and Twink conventions. I don't even remember. Yeah. The sadomasochism where they've got women stepping on guys' ball torture. It was like cock and balls torture. Yeah. I forget the stupid names of these things. That's how much it just rolls off my back. But yeah, I mean, Wolfie came in to fulfill that part of the show because we lost like Brent and Caitlin, who were doing the shady swinger stuff and allegedly drugs. We don't know.
Yeah.
The Whack Pack used to cover a lot of that degeneracy, like Bigfoot.
Joey Boots.
Well, Bigfoot's gone. Bye.
Yep.
Gone forever. And Joey Boots was another one. And these people also had drug issues, alcoholism.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you start adding the shady shit with, bodily fluids and all kinds of, Mark the Bagger used to come on the floor all the time.
And most of them gay, like, or along the gay way, like Joey Boots, and then fucking Captain Janks, as it turns out. Who else? God, like Bigfoot supposedly sucked a few dicks here and there.
The mailman,
yeah, like tons. Like it was always, and then High Pitch Eric, who's got a thing, always got a thing for the weatherman, or Mark Wahlberg had you got a crush on him, like, and you're so gay. It's all this, and it's like, okay, so I guess this is the direction you want, buddy. Okay, we get it. Yeah. This isn't just like happenstance where you go, oh, we're going to get a guy in and surprise, this happens. It's like, okay, then you paved the fucking road. You laid the cement for this and the mortar. So,
yeah. I mean, that's my view on him is it's not as cut and dry as he's a closeted homosexual. I'm not even saying that he hasn't engaged in that type of thing. It's just that people with severe MPD, they have very weird sexual issues, and it doesn't necessarily even limit itself to homosexuality. It's just whatever's wrong. Like if I were to throw it out there, it's just whatever's wrong. Whether, Howard's alluded to incest, Howard's alluded to pedophilia, Howard's alluded to very weird sexual dynamics of power. That was the one thing that always stuck out to me with his like, he was into like audition porn and babysitter porn. I mean, babysitter porn is not too far away from pedophilia as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you're talking about a grown adult man and basically, a babysitter is a kid from what I see. But he sexualized the Olsen twins when they were still 13. Yeah, exactly.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a history of it. If you really wanted to make a compilation, you could have a field day.
There's one last point that he made that's kind of unrelated, but I thought it was a really good point. Sure. He said, I find it funny when Howard says to some girl, you're my type. He doesn't have one. Beth, Allison, Robin Givens, Kylie Bax, Amy Lynn Baxter, Angie Everhart, Carrie Stevens. They all look different. He has no type. His type is anybody he can control.
And that
includes Ralph.
Right.
Lila, he was in charge of her on Son of a Beach.
I mean, the only other guy I can think of that you could say doesn't have a type is Gene Simmons, who would fuck, he'd fuck a moist towel if it could get him off. But what's that? He'd fuck a ham sandwich. So let's go into the 21st. This first clip is called number 1. Robin ignores the wails of a pelican.
Okay, I called you all weekend. I called you about 5 times. Yeah, couldn't get through.
Wait a minute. Wait
busy.
A minute.
You don't check your phone.
What are you talking about?
I didn't leave a message, so I don't know if that matters, but you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to track.
I'm looking now because I did not see that.
Yeah, called you a couple of times. What you were doing. You found a couple?
Like, imagine if 2 people. I just hooked 2 fucking senior citizens trying to check their messages and their logs. My mother just got a tablet. She's still got a VCR flashing 12, guys, and I tried to hook her up with the internet, and thank God we finally have. But she doesn't. She looks at that thing like she's looking at a musket. There's no fucking difference, and I don't blame her. But these 2 at least have had, like, I don't know, 10 years into it, and they're like, oh, what's this thing? Oh, this, like those old people that might let a phone ring for 2 hours not realizing it's their phone, and they're just looking around for what's making that noise.
Okay, so here's the thing. If I'm Howard and I want to get a hold of Robin, or I'm Robin and I got to get a hold of Howard, health issue or something about the show, I'm going to have like a bat line direct to them that you're going to get through, that they're going to check on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? How many times have we heard that he calls her, she doesn't respond? I get she's got like 2 or 3 phones. Okay, whatever. And you're busy deep watching some garbage show like The Bachelor or Dancing with the Stars. But still, you have the whole weekend to respond and you don't even notice you missed a call. There's some passive aggressiveness going on here, or it's just pure senility.
I think it's a combination of both, and mostly it's like if you know he's calling, because he never calls. If he's calling, number one, it's going to be a fucking problem. It's going to be some kind of thing. He needs to fucking bitch, and he couldn't get a hold of Ralph because Ralph was too busy felching or some shit, and he couldn't get a hold of can't talk to. Maybe he's with Beth, and he needs someone else because he always
maybe
needs
it's about Beth.
Maybe it's
I'm
exactly.
sorry to interrupt. Yeah,
no, not at all. So no, it's a basis on the basis of that. It's like those limousine drivers that used to fucking act busy when they didn't want to pick up Robin, so what? It's not much. It's not much different. I love that. Might have been one of my favorite top 25 clips where the guy called in. He said we'd make believe we were on another call just to avoid having to pick Robin up.
So great. That's radio gold.
Oh yeah, Bob.
I just think it's funny the backdrop for this whole geriatric meandering is this Rob Zombie song. Like it's still this edgy thing. It should be fucking Enya at this point. Like there's no edge to this fucking show at all. You're listening to 2 senior citizens. Did you get my message? No, I didn't get your message. Like. And there's medals going on in the background.
You think it should be Kate Bush?
Yeah, I think it should be Katy Perry or Enya or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go one further and say it should be like Glenn Miller's swing band from the 1940s.
Yeah.
Chattanooga Choo-Choo. Well, all right, let's continue because but I also think absolutely you're Raven. You're right. It is passive aggressive. Like, I don't want to fuck it. I'll get in touch with you when I decide I want to. Like I'm with you.
Talk to him.
I'm with you. She's already figured out from at least, I don't know, 14, 15, 16 years that they're not friends. That he's just, and Robin knows exactly. Excuse me. She knows exactly what he's about. So he's not a priority. And she knows that whatever he's got to say isn't really that important. So she can get back to him anytime she wants because he doesn't really care about her. And so as a result, she's like, well, I don't really care about you. You're just my meal ticket right now. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed your call about crying about your wife or what,
Yeah.
She knows what it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing of any substance that he's calling about.
Yeah. Pithy shit.
I was lying.
No, that's me calling you because that's implied.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I don't see these calls, Howard.
Well, I call and then I hang up. I don't know.
On Friday, 2 calls. I didn't see that.
Yeah, you don't check your phone. I'm not bothering you anymore. I'm done.
Oh, stop it.
I'm out of the Robin business.
Stop it. You could, sometimes you text and say.
so because she wasn't at his fucking beck and call, he's pissed at her. Yeah, like, Jesus.
Hey, I'm on the phone. Maybe I'd have seen the text.
Yeah.
Okay, now the next clip is Dr. Lou gets his second call in 20 years, and plus I've been out combing the high schools all day.
I was thinking this weekend, Gary unfriends me on Facebook. Robin ignores my calls. I'm truly alone. I'm a man alone. Would have been funny. I called you. I was on a walk. I figured I'd call you.
Uh-huh.
And then when I couldn't get you, I called my buddy, Dr. Lou, my buddy since 4th grade, see how he's doing. And while I'm talking to him, I was taking a walk. I was walking on the track at the local high school.
Okay, hold on for a second.
Stop.
The world's oldest teenager was walking on a track of a high school. We got to figure out what high school it was because at this point, he's in Florida.
Oh, back in June, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know, Hamptons High.
The
not Hamptons High, sorry, Palm Beach High or some shit like that.
He's
You know what though? I think he came back Memorial Day and spent the summer in the Hamptons. Memorial Day is the end of May, so this could be New York. Yeah, Long Island schools.
So you imagine this skater boy, this 6'8" skater boy with a hoodie, with this hair that comes out that looks like weapons, like some old battle mace or something, and then he's walking around the track like some derelict, while kids are inside, baby.
All hunched over, creeping around.
And basically, what happened was they told him he can't be on the property.
Yeah,
so they told him to fuck off. And I think what happened, he probably was upset, so he decided he'd call. Yeah. Like he needed to call someone to complain about it or to soothe him or something like that. And Dr. Lou, who we barely hear about, remember, Bob made the famous, we did the NPD article. He's like, I haven't heard from him and I've talked to him in 20 years, but we're real bros.
Yeah.
So it makes me think that he was calling the 3 people or 4 people he could call and couldn't get anybody, basically.
I wonder if
King Baby was dry.
I wonder if those kids see him walking around the track and they just call him the sad man. Like, the sad man is back.
That's a perfect Photoshop for the next Metallica single, Enter Sad Man.
What do you think Dr. Lou thinks when he looks at his phone and he sees Howard's calling him? You know what I mean? He's probably like, oh my God, this fucking Dracula is calling me again. Like, he can't be happy about it when he sees that call coming through.
Fuck no. Dr. Lou makes sure his phone, he's always going through a tunnel when that happens.
Yeah.
Raven?
I can't think of one person that would be happy to get a call from Howard. Not his parents, not
None.
Beth, maybe Ralph, maybe.
Yeah.
But not Buchwald. Even Buchwald's probably like, "Fuck, what does he want now?"
Yeah,
I'd imagine like it depends. It's you can only put up with so much, and the money isn't enough. Like for a lot of those people, this velvet cage, like whatever, even if it's a 401k, even Ralph, is probably like, really, but he's used to it, so it's not a big deal. For other people, it's got to be like you said, Bob. It's got to be. Oh, Jesus, like your boss calling, this can't be good, right?
Yeah.
So you're just looking at that phone the way they do in horror movies and like, do I answer? Do I not answer? So let's continue the rest of this one because it is good.
And I got thrown off the high school. I got thrown out like I was some sort of weirdo.
Weirdo her who's
like
trying
a stalker.
I
was
find
walking.
girls at the high school.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was like strutting my stuff. And a guy pulls up and he goes, "Hey, are you a teacher here?" I go, "No, I'm just a dude." And he goes, and I was in my disguise. Otherwise, I'm too famous.
He was Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. He's in his disguise as a 6'9" fucking ghoul.
The Crypt Keeper is making his rounds. Well, I think he just basically got because he got shunned from there, he needed someone to fucking commiserate with, and that's why he was trying to call. Well, that's the only reason.
You can't just walk around any place you want to walk around, like a high school. I mean, what are you doing here? Why are you here? You can't just fucking walk around our track.
Yeah, no way. Raven?
In summer hours, there might be summer school going on. Yeah. There's always security, and they have cameras everywhere. Plus, they keep police on site at schools at all times. Because they don't want their property being destroyed. They don't want creepers creeping around like Slender Man, Wiggy.
So these.
Yeah. Why is anybody surprised but him on this? Oh.
They see Dylan Gaybold walking around, fucking trenchcoat mafia asshole, and then what do you think they're gonna do? And it's like he's got that posture. Like, the posture suggests I'm taking everybody down with me, because he's clenched over and like a question mark. Anyway, I'd love to get video of him walking on that track. It must be like, if I could get if I could get a fucking GIF of that from the CCTV, it would be fantastic.
Right.
No, I didn't reveal. But that would have been lame. Like, hey, don't you know who I am? I'm allowed to walk
Pull
wherever I
down
want.
your mask or whatever you're wearing and say, it's me.
When you're famous, you can walk anywhere, sir. No, but
that might be the other thing. If he wasn't recognized, that would piss him off even more.
Oh yeah. Don't you know who I am? I talk about sword fights on the radio.
Don't you know who I am? I'm all about Olivia Jade and this girl named Schaefer. She's on Euphoria. She's a trans. You got to meet her. She's great.
Yeah.
I'm very famous.
It'd be funny if they're like, yeah, we know exactly who the fuck you are. That's why you have to leave right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but then the guy goes, well, you can't walk here. I go, I walk here all the time.
Session?
Yeah. So I said, but I didn't know. Who the hell? Nobody was there. I mean, the place was empty. So I go,
I just wonder if somebody saw you and called the police.
I think they did. I think the kids reported me. I think some kids saw me. I'm not kidding.
No, this is the next clip. Wiggy's hair really turns on high schoolers.
Yeah. And I said to Beth, I said, I was trying to fit in with the kids. I was maybe going to go to a few classes because I look so youthful with my curly hair, my curly dark hair. I'm sure the kids. But I don't know who they thought I was or whatever. But
yeah,
whatever. It was very debilitating, very, very upsetting.
Yeah.
That curly hair that's straight out of a box from South America that was mailed to him. No frickin' way. Who does he think he is?
Right. One of Tina Turner's freeze-dried fucking concert, like tour numbers that, she's going to actually, it's in mothballs or some shit. That was then, and it implies he was by himself. So that's why Beth was, come on.
He had security with him. He had a driver. He definitely had a bodyguard and a driver on this one. They just had no pull at the school. That's it.
So why couldn't he talk to one of the seven dwarves, protecting him?
He still was pissy because it was like, I'm famous and I can't do whatever I want. Are you fucking kidding me?
That had to be
I'm worth $1 billion and I can't walk wherever I want.
Yeah.
And he had to call and be a crybaby about it to Robin.
And I'm sure that's exactly what she thought. So the next clip is called Jeff Bezos Went to Space. Wiggy Went to Sleep.
I wouldn't go anywhere if I was Jeff Bezos. I would just lock myself in a room and hold on to my cash and live like a king and have my body experience every pleasure there is to experience.
At home.
Whoa.
What kind of experiences? I mean, unless you're calling, I don't know, 50 hookers to come over and you've turned your house into some kind of shopping mall or something, and you can get a solarium and all this shit. The thing is, I've never known any celebrity not really enjoy their own wealth the way he does. Like, he has all the money to do just about anything he wants and doesn't even do a fraction of it. The traveling alone that you could do if you were him in the best of everything would blow my mind. I would and all that free fucking time. Yeah. Raven?
He's talking about locking himself away a la Howard Hughes, which we've already talked about.
Oh, yes.
With all the pleasures in the world. What kind of pleasures? Food pleasures? Obviously, it's sexual pleasures, or it's people praising him pleasures. Twinks fanning him and feeding him grapes or almonds or whatever the shit goes on. But what are these pleasures? All the pleasures. Like, that's all he cares about, but he doesn't enjoy anything. So what's the point of having pleasure when you can't enjoy it? I don't get it. I'm lost.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to experience pleasure, and he said that. What's the term? I think anhedonia, and inability to. Yeah, and
Adonis.
No, but yeah, right. It comes from the Greek, but anhedonia, the inability to experience pleasure, and I'm sure at some point he's been diagnosed as that, as one of the myriad of things that he's got in his fucking back pocket.
Yeah, it's a part of. It's a part of narcissistic personality. They don't enjoy anything. Right. They don't have an interest in anything. And I was talking with Fillmore a little bit last night about that that IG clip that was uploaded to Beth, for whatever reason, uploaded it, where she's lying on her back and a cat's sneezing in her face. And I was thinking about that clip today. I was thinking, how many times in your life have you lied on a floor and closed your eyes to just escape and you were in a good place in your life, you know? Like, what was going on in that clip? Why was she lying there? Like, what was that? It was so sad to me.
That's one of Beth's things in her Instagram. She lies by the pool on like cement or concrete.
Yeah.
She lies around all the time pretending she's asleep while she's taking selfies with these cats. And then part of the video was him saying, I'm not recording, but he was. And it's her going, oh, like, stop it. You said, like, no. And he still just keeps recording, saying, I'm not recording.
Yeah.
He gets off on torturing people and making other people miserable.
Does. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like, he doesn't really have any joy outside of hurting people. Yeah. A lot of people with severe MPD, that's their whole life, is sustaining the illusion and torturing and inflicting misery on others. So
yes. The next clip is based on, and I'm going to keep this to a minimum. I made sure to keep this to a minimum, guys, because I know you heard shitloads about his COVID bullshit. But it's about him interacting with people and air and stuff. And this one's called "The Only Junk Wiggy Wants to Breathe In Is Ralph's."
I broke my virginity Friday night. We got invited to a friend's house for dinner. Just the Beth and I and this other couple who invited us to their home. And I was nervous. I was so mad at Beth.
What? Because she accepted the invitation.
She goes, our friends want us to come over for dinner tonight. I go, I'm not going. She goes, oh, come on. At some point we have to go. I go, I'm not going. I'm afraid.
Okay, and I'm going to let this one play out, guys, because it's necessary, I think.
I don't want to go. You know, I got to tell you something. My daughter even said this to me because she's a nurse. She says to me, you know what it is? I go, what is my anxiety with all this? She goes, you know, it's been really nice. The mask wearing, because forget about COVID. Not getting sick in general has been really nice.
Yes.
I hadn't gotten sick during the entire pandemic. Not even a cold. Not gone.
Lie.
Man,
lie.
It's been really nice not getting everybody's shitty germs. And what's
okay, first of all, yeah, and the reason why is because obviously in a previous breakdown, guys, if you've heard it, we will have played the clips of him having been vaccinated and felt like shit after the vaccine, but not admitting he got vaccinated for some stupid reason. I don't know why you'd cover that up unless you're worried you're going to lose your militant, anti-vaxxing audience of 6 people. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have an audience, period. So what was he worried about? And so, so the idea to keep something so cryptic in that, something trivial in that cryptic, I don't understand. Raven?
Yeah, well, he probably didn't want people to be scared of getting the vaccine because then they would get sick, which we already knew that some people do, some don't. Everyone was different. But yeah. I said this before. He had a perfect opportunity to play the hero card and be like, I got vaccinated. I got sick. I'm going to get through it. It's for the good of humanity. But he didn't do that. He couldn't play that card. He doesn't know how to be a hero. All he knows is to be a victim. And with this whole thing of agreeing to the dinner, I mean, obviously he agreed to it and then he's trying to back out of it. And then he's just going to make her miserable the whole goddamn time, a la Bowie's dinner party that he had with Robin and Ronnie and Artie, everybody. And so this is just his go-to move. But I'm guessing it was George Stephanopoulos and Allie Wentworth. That's
most likely
a guess, but who knows?
Yeah.
It could be Fallon and his wife too.
Why the fuck was he mad at Beth?
Well, because she took it upon herself to accept the invite without consulting him.
She was being a human being. Like, this is how difficult it is being with them. She did nothing wrong at all.
No.
And they do need to get out and see people. And I thought what he was going to say when he was talking about his daughter saying, the great thing is with people that don't want to get it is that I don't have to deal with assholes like you anymore because you're so scared you're going to stay in your house. I mean, this guy is just, he's so petrified of everything.
Yeah.
And that's NPD.
It's so true.
They're scared of every fucking thing. They have all the narcissistic rage and they have all this tough talk, but at the end of the day, they are so frightened of everything in the world. Everything in the world they're scared of. Mm-hmm. And you see it here. You know, I mean, no one wants to get COVID. Nobody wants any of this. But eventually, at some point, you kind of pick up the pieces and life goes on, you know. But for him, he's just going to be petrified forever.
I would just do a little roundtable here. Raven, what would you say, in your opinion, his biggest fear is? Where I'm concerned, it's the truths about his real life coming out. That's like the realization that everybody knows what he's about. If that actually came out, I think that's his ultimate fear. Raven?
Well, fear of having to come up with witty small talk during dinner. The fear of not knowing what's going on in a conversation, of when they're talking about topical things in the news or in pop culture, and he has no clue what they're talking about. So he's left with a dim-witted dolt who thinks she's 13 still and rolls around on the floor with kittens to defend or have something witty to say. No, not going to happen. Sorry.
No, it won't.
So he's got a lot of fear about how he's going to look. How he, what food are they serving? Is he going to get to bed on time? Is Beth going to embarrass him and get drunk? Is it so many things go through his head? I can only imagine when you're that type of person. It's hard for me to imagine being that way, but just off the top of my head, those are a few of the things.
Yeah. Bob?
I think you're right. I think that the actual truth of him coming out, that's every narcissist's worst fear. The second biggest fear is going to be abandonment. Him not having people around him not being able to control people around him. That's their biggest fear. But the truth is always going to be their biggest fear at the end of the day. But I mean, I think abandonment is always it's the root of everything that they do, and you can see it with Ronnie retiring at a healthy age.
Oh yeah,
leaving at a healthy and you can see abandonment issues right there. Like if anybody thinks my theories are wrong, look at that. I mean,
yeah. Well, you pointed out really adroitly in the episode we recorded yesterday. That's going to be for Patreon, and for all those of you who are enjoying the show and you want more, just a quick plug. Obviously, another in-show plug. We do weekly shows on Patreon at the Black Kluge level or higher, and without fail. So whatever you're getting on Sunday plus what you get on Patreon, it's a fucking great deal. And I've got nothing but positive stuff on Patreon in terms of the people who have subscribed. They love the shows, and they should, because we put as much work and thought into those as we do with these ones. But you said something really amazing actually yesterday that when we were recording about how the difference of Ronnie, the way he used to be when he got berated by Howard back in the day versus now, and the sound and the tone of his voice and the sort of resignation that, yes, I know what you're about. This is bullshit. Get it out of your fucking system, dude. Whereas 10 years ago, and I mentioned the Petcock saga with the limo, Ronnie was probably ready to jump off a fucking cliff. Now he's like, I got my plane ticket. I got my house ready. Fuck you, you shithead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's a great point. Great point.
And if you played them back to back, guys, because there's loads of Ronnie clips on YouTube. They're not even my channel, whatever, just all over the place. And you listen to him before and after. It's a very, like our breakdowns, vastly different Ronnie you're hearing, and that's because obviously he just fed the fuck up. So let's continue with this one.
It's happened to me. I was germphobic before. But now I don't want to breathe the same air with other people and close.
Now you know you're swimming in germs.
Yes. Forget about COVID for a second. What the hell else is in the air?
But they do say, Howard, you build up your immunity if you expose yourself to germs.
Yeah.
So you could be doing yourself harm.
I don't care.
What?
I don't care. I just don't want to breathe in everybody else's junk.
Yeah, he's not a germ phobic. He's everything phobic. So that's the key.
Yeah.
And germs, I mean, the germ phobia goes away in certain circumstances. Like if he had to lick somebody's balls, he wouldn't think twice if they'd been washed or something. You know, he doesn't give a fuck. Number 6, misery hates company.
Well, Beth told me I'm going.
That was the discussion.
Yeah, she goes, we're going tonight. You're going to be fine. And please don't make me miserable when we're at these people's homes. I said, 1, okay, if you're making me go. 2, you're going to be miserable. I am going to make you miserable. I can guarantee you will be miserable. Oh, I can't even believe you're saying that. I go, no, I'm being honest. I'm not going to try to make you miserable, but I will end up making you miserable.
That's a bit of self-awareness, but this isn't the first time he said something like this.
Why don't you try being a man for once? You know, you're telling your wife you're going to make her miserable. I mean, dude, suck it the fuck up, man. Like she has to hate him. To hate him.
Raven.
It's almost funny. Like, it's almost like she's trying to grow a pair and say yes to the dinner and be like, don't make me miserable. Okay. I want to go have a good time. I want to get out. They're vaccinated. We're vaccinated. It's totally fine. And he is just the petulant pussy. That's what he is. He is like, no, I am going to make you miserable because this is your fault and I don't want to do it. So that's what you get. That's what you signed on for, lady.
That's not even a theory. That's literally exactly what's happening.
Remind me to make 2 drops from our soundboard. The 2 drops are, you're not going anywhere. And the second one being, well, we're together.
Nice.
Beth had a couple zingers in there. It's a few more seconds.
Because I'm miserable, and my misery spreads like COVID.
The next clip is regarding Ben Stern. We can't go a little bit without that. A Father's Day without Howard is a day full of sunshine.
My daughter said to me, oh, did you go see Grandpa on Father's Day? I go, that never occurred to me to do that. It never even occurred to me that I would go see my father on Father's Day. It's like, why? My father doesn't like being with me. The best gift I could give my father is not being with him. He looks at his watch the entire time I'm there and can't wait for us. You know, it's kind of a schlep. I'm about an hour and a half away from my parents to go there and watch the guy look at his watch. I mean, well, give him what he wants. A day free of me.
It's funny. It's funny.
Wrong.
What he's not quite understanding is that he made himself. He was inherently an unlikable child. Then he became an unlikable adult, and now he's an unlikable senior. So if he naturally now is what he's always been, can you blame his parents for being fed the fuck up with him?
No,
not at all.
I'm fed up with him. His parents.
Who isn't fed up with him? Come on.
We're all fed up with him. His audience, his wife,
his kids.
His own dad's looking at his watch. Are you going to leave? Like, his dad's powering through dementia. Like, has suddenly come through. It's like, God damn, I forgot you're my son. When are you going to leave?
You think he's taking some pro-dementia medicine just to forget a little harder?
Oh, I think he's as clear as day. He's like, oh my God, this fucking dude. 20 minutes? How long are you going to be here?
So Ben's having PTSD when Wiggy comes to visit him from his Alzheimer's. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. That's rough.
It is. The next clip, unfortunately, it has to do with Chris Wilding and more of his sexual bullshit exploits. And I didn't clip lots of it, but I just decided we need a little bit. And this one's called "If I Could Turn Back Time, I'd Hand Wilding's Father a Rubber."
Every time it gets more ridiculous.
Hi, darling. Where are you calling from?
Well, darling, I won't bore you with the details, but suffice to say, I've gone back in time to Berlin in order to kill Hitler.
So it's another fucking phony bit, but this was, I'm not joking, guys, 32 seconds or so, 40 seconds of a 6-minute bit. A 6-minute phony phone call with that Kathy chick that they haven't done this for probably a year, maybe longer.
It's been a good couple of months, maybe 5 months. Yeah, Kathy and Rocky Pendergast, but they replay a lot of them. It's hard to keep up with which ones are new. And I thought she got rid of her show and she ended it, but I don't know. I guess they did another.
She probably ended her fucking life after this, but and Pendergast. I'm not sure if they wanted to put pederast instead of but either way, this is why there's people that actually claim they enjoy Wilding. Now Wilding does have like it's almost like if you see someone play acting at stand up, like they're trying to do their impression of a stand up but failing miserably. That's the way I feel about Wilding. He's almost like like if you see the shitty actors, like now there's some talented people on SNL, but the mandate is a little what sucks now, and comedy sucks the way it's gone. But like the real talented people they shine above the shittiest possible material. The really hacky people do shit like this, and the show that any show that would allow this to go on for 6 fucking minutes has nothing in the tank. They're literally driving on fucking gas fossil like bones from the earth, not even like fumes.
He seems like a fucking phony to me, this guy.
Yeah,
like it like
imitation comedy.
If you sat me down and you're like, "Hey, Bob, we're gonna hire you to be just a gay guy," I'm like, "Oh, okay." Say the gayest thing you can say. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I was out Thursday night and I sucked like 5 dicks," and then like it just seems so like caricature. You know what I mean? It seems like so over the top that I don't know. He just seems like a fucking phony.
Yeah, when it's this obvious, it stops being funny from the get-go. Like anybody going into this going, wow, I can't wait to hear this fucking bit. Has to be on some kind of fucking medication.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Raven?
It's gotten so bad that a lot of his impressions are running into other ones. That it's like you can hear a twinge of Arnold or I don't even know, different voices that he does do. Running, like just a lot of the accents or however he's doing these impressions. And it's not just me, it's plenty of people in the live thread that call it out.
Yeah, and it's the same as the way Fred's accents were so shitty. Like if you heard one Fred accent, you've heard them all. And so it's 30 seconds of torture, guys. Right now is a good time to go piss. And I'll never say that during our show, but here you go.
You're going to kill Hitler?
Oh, yes, my dear. It's the 1940s, and the schnapps are cold, but the German invasion of Europe is hot, hot, hot.
And you're time traveling?
Oh, you should see it, Kathy. I'm at the most darling little hotsy-totsy-notsy party where Adolf Hitler himself is set to give a raucous little speech.
This is the exact kind of unfunny hack shit that he would have made fun of 20 years ago. Like he would have destroyed
this. Zookeeper.
Yeah.
Zookeeper Handbook 101 right here.
Yeah. So the next one is a back office caller who talks about having slept with a tranny. Oh, sorry, Bob, go ahead.
I want to kill that guy. Like not even as a joke.
Wild.
Like just like as a like in the wild as a male, you know, like, and you hear that and you're like, I think I need to kill this person.
Yeah, I need to beat the life out of you.
That's what I think of that dude. I don't.
The world would be a better place.
I don't get him. I just want to kill him. So yeah, we can move on.
Yeah, no, if Wilding ideally should be somewhere in fucking Stanley Park in Vancouver sucking dick for fucking crack. I mean, like there's no reason for him to be anywhere near any kind of outer limit of show business, which this, podcast really is. The Stern Show, not us, by the way.
Podcast.
Yeah, well, I mean, what is Wiggy's show but
it's
a
not
podcast?
Even. It's like a shitty call-in network. Right. I don't know.
Like,
is it even a podcast?
Like public TV.
Yeah, it's not even like cable access show, but
exactly.
I mean, There's a great SCTV sketch where they were mocking the CBC, and at one point they do a thing called, I don't know, wasn't Canadian Gaffes and Practical Amusements or some shit. No, it was the same. It was like called Headline Report, and it was a really dry game show where you're just supposed to hear the person's voice and identify who they are. So John Candy plays a guy who he does the voiceover work basically, and they're all saying, "Oh, I know that voice." Then they show his face and they still can't recognize him. And then afterwards, when they identify him, they go, "We only have a few seconds left. What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, we'll be doing a play for Stratford at," and then it just cuts out. It literally the show's over. They've already just gone to commercial. That's what the Stern Show reminds me of, like this low rent fucking college version of shit of a fucking radio show.
It's
so either way,
funny though, even on top of all that, it's even worse than that.
It's content. I'd kill. And people are asking, where are the Sal calls? Where are the Richard calls? But even those we know are phony because phony phone calls are illegal. But even the manufactured stuff that they put together was funnier than this. That's the point. Why are they no longer left on the show?
Too edgy, maybe. I don't know.
I'm really at a loss because they're still employed as far as we know. That's the one thing. People are wondering, are they fired? Maybe, what's his name? Richard's still on maternity leave. That might be an issue. I know Sal's appeared on the show, but I don't hear his calls anymore. Raven?
Richard's back from maternity leave. Okay. Other than chopping up books of, clips to play some stupid statements out of like Oprah or Mitch McConnell or somebody like that. It's just they've taken a back seat. Sal only talks about like his spirituality and finding dimes on the ground, stupid shit that no one gives, or talking to birds outside of his house. I think for sure Wilding is front and center because he's Wiggy's go-to guy. He does the impressions, he does the calls. He is becoming top shelf fligger for the bits that they're going to run. He somehow makes it to the top no matter what. I don't know what other people are producing. We haven't really heard from Mehmet. He got a mention of something old he did. And JD comes on, but it's always like how drunk he got or fighting with Rappaport. I don't know, to talk bad about Bowie and something he did. So it's very limited what we hear from on the rest of the staff.
This next bit is actually another back office caller talking about hooking up with a tranny that he didn't know was a tranny. And you've never heard worse acting amongst them all completely, like Wiggy, the back office staffer, everybody else. And the first clip is called "Wiggy Ruins the Caller's Script." Because if you don't think this is scripted, you've got your head up your ass.
I was calling because I hooked up with a trans girl last weekend.
Well, when you say you hooked up with a trans girl, you mean you went out on a date and you thought you were Go ahead.
No, it was on Tinder. And I saw her profile, and she was like, I didn't know she was trans, so I went out with her.
Like the fact that this stuff gets like with the dead air, because you know how he used to be. It used to be like if it wasn't interesting or if this guy sounded like fumpering, he'd always just cut the call and go to the next caller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like
a girl that looked like you.
Exactly. So number 10, back office scripted trannies are the best trannies.
well, let me get the story here. You go on these dating apps and you see a hot girl. Like, who did she look like?
Kind of like Megan, like a sluttier Megan Fox. So like,
really?
Like you can, yeah.
Have you ever had fantasies about being with a trans person?
No, never, not really. No.
I wonder how I would react. I wonder
how I would react. We know.
It's always back to him, Ed.
Exactly. The next one is called "Son, Let a Real Down-Home Faggola Tell You What an Ass Is."
But she was so hot. She was really hot. And I didn't really, maybe it's, I'm open-minded to that.
So did you blow her?
Oh,
yeah.
God. You went down on her penis.
I went down on her. I didn't blow her. I'm not gay.
What do you mean you didn't blow her? What are you talking about?
I went down there. I don't think it's gay at all.
Okay, now they're going to go on this nonsensical bullshit thing the same way they used to do with High Pitch Eric, and they're saying, "Oh, I'm not gay, but you said you'd like to fuck the caller, but I'm not gay," and they just go round and round and round. But he's got to make his things on to make his spank bank updated. So he's going to be. They're all going to be pointed questions, and they're going to be very direct and all about asshole's an asshole. Just so hence the deviant thing. Raven, please.
It's all so specific.
Yeah.
Well, did you go down on her? Did you play with her junk? How big was her ween? Did she have a smell? Did it smell like ass down there? Did you put a finger up her ass? It's
right.
Can Beth come in here right now?
It's like he has, remember the multiplication tables, like the 10 by 10 multiplication tables you used to get in elementary school, except it's like the trans questions table.
Yeah.
Let's go through the checklist. Did you, rim her? Did you, did you shave her taint? Did you queef? Did you, all this shit that, shouldn't be flowing off the top of his fucking head, off of the top of his tongue, but it is. Raven.
We could fill a bingo card just alone with trans questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, when it's one of those trans days, sometimes it's about, shit. Sometimes it's about, trans. Sometimes it's about like pedophilia. It's sword fights. I mean, you got to pick you have to have the right bingo card. Otherwise, on those certain days, you're going to get nothing because it's all about trans.
Eventually, Howard's going to ask for a number here pretty soon. Can I have her number?
Yeah.
Woman.
She had a dick.
She's a woman. So.
No, but what
yeah,
are you talking about?
No, she's here right now.
You sucked her penis.
Her clit. I call it her clit.
I think you're bullshitting me, dude.
I'm not. How?
Yep.
I'm bullshitting. How is it? She's here right now. So you want to talk to her?
Well, what else happened in that?
And what else? Yeah, did you fuck her in the ass?
Leah, are you there?
Oh my God! Yeah, let's all come on. The boss needs something to wag to.
Yeah, I did. Well, I mean, yeah, we hooked up like a guy and a girl would.
You fucked her in the ass.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really like it's. I mean, it's kind of homophobic to say I fucked her in the ass. I fucked her.
Why is that homophobic? That ain't homophobic. You fucked her in her ass.
Okay, so Howard's not gay if he fucks some trans guy in the ass. So, okay, we've got his out. Guys, we can leave. We can stop doing this podcast. We've established he's not gay. Bob, the disgust level.
I don't want to.
That deep
he
sigh.
looks in shock.
I don't want to comment on that.
Okay.
Fair
Number
enough.
12. Prepare to lose even more brain cells in between retching.
Oh, no.
You pulled her panties and she had a dick and you sucked her dick.
I don't consider it that. But yeah.
Wow.
Like her I consider her clit. Like it's not. I don't think it's gay at all. Or
did she
is saying you're gay?
Did she come in your mouth?
Oh, this.
She
This guy has a crystal clear connection. I just want to point that out.
Dave Grohl, on the other hand.
Yeah, Dave Grohl, Hall of Famer rock star.
Multi-millionaire.
Yeah. Did the tranny come in his mouth? I guess we'll find out in the next one. Huh?
That's right. Number 13. Robin, does sucking a tranny's cock make me look gay?
What the fuck is going on? How big was her clit? How many inches?
a lot smaller than mine. Thank God.
Yeah.
I was worried about it. Yeah.
No, I would consider that. Don't you consider that gay, Robin? I mean, if you suck another guy's, a woman's dick. He sucked a woman's dick.
He's a woman, though. Howard, I'm the most straight. I'm the straightest guy in the world.
Nah,
not really.
You might want to explore that. You might want to think that through before you make a big statement.
Like me, you might want to explore that because anytime you've tongued a transsexual up the ass, you might be considered a gay in some quarters. Raven?
He's not asking about her breasts at all. All he wants to know is how long is the cock?
Yes.
And did you fuck her? Did she come in your mouth?
Right.
It's all cock related.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So did she look like anybody famous? How much did she weigh? How tall was she? What's her weight? Just those basic questions he used to ask about women. No, not in this case. It all is like downstairs and ass and cock. So
yeah, it's all about the torpedo. It's all about the torpedo area. I mean, it's literally based on that alone.
What I don't get is if the whole pitch of the new show is I'm gonna appeal to soccer moms and the main line, or whatever, are they listening to this and just like tranny cum? Like that's okay? Like what? If you're this evolved guy and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna listen to Howard. He's gonna have Ellen dance or whatever the fuck. What point do they tap out on? Like, at what point are you not reaching this new audience? Like, for me, this has got to somewhere be in that territory, right? I mean,
there are no new listeners. There are no soccer moms. I am like the sole mom, like a baseball mom, and I can tell you, I only do this because it's a job for me to relieve the pain and suffering of those that don't want to listen, as a comfort group to those that are still listening and hate listening with us.
I know
there are no new moms. There are no soccer moms out there.
I know his audience is just The Walking Dead. I'm just like sitting here. I'm like, okay, this is what you're pitching us, right? I'm this evolved guy. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, okay, so you're pitching me this thing.
A lot of pitching and catching in this case. Go ahead.
There's a lot of catching, but yeah, like who is this audience? You're sitting here telling me you're this evolved thing, and you've got Ellen dancing, and you and Jennifer Aniston are sharing sushi or whatever the fuck you guys are doing. Like, what is this? Like, who is this appealing to? I don't want to listen to this. Like,
you volunteered to sit in, man.
Well, no, I know, but I know the old Howard. Howard. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, so I know the filthy shit that he's into, but like now it's just like, okay, so you've abandoned me. You've abandoned your whole audience, as far as like the guys from the Bronx, Chicago, Brooklyn, whatever.
Right.
Okay, so what is this show now? Like, so now you're talking to soccer moms in Connecticut and wherever. Do they really want to hear this? I mean, that's my question is, do they really want to hear this? I wouldn't think they do.
Raven?
I have a take. It's Wiggy is making the show for himself.
Yep.
He is torturing us and punishing us because he's better than us and we don't know it. That he doesn't give a shit. He is torturing Jennifer Witz and Sirius because they're forcing him off the air into a lighter schedule. Mm-hmm. And he knows he has 5 years till he's phased out. And that's probably it, to be honest. We just have to make it through the next 4 years and 3 months and we're out. But in the meantime, I think he's just torturing us. And it's all for him. It's whatever he thinks is going to make himself giggle.
I agree.
He went from literally started out doing gay puppet shows in his basement to doing gay puppet shows on the radio on a podcast years later. Like 2 years ago, that was the big thing, the sock puppets that they put together. And I don't think there was a single person who talked on any social media who talked about how great it was. And the universal thing was, oh, socks on the radio. Okay. This is what, and that was during that was the year of the book tour. So, I mean, I just don't understand. Can you imagine people going in their fucking mother's minivan and saying, let's check out the Sirius, and this comes out. This comes through the fucking loudspeakers while you got your friends in there. And I'm like,
tranny com.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But not even that. Faux trans talk. Like, this is just completely scripted bullshit designed to appeal to, I don't know, fucking power bottoms and Chelsea peers. I don't get it. You know, are they that big? Are they that big of a media control? Okay, go ahead. Media share.
No.
Yeah, I was just going to say that we talk about stuff being fake and scripted all the time. Well, there was a great example this week, and I can't hold back. We'll play it eventually when we get to the week that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was basically, oh, here's another caller, Angie. She's got something to say about blah, blah, blah. He goes, hey, Angie, what have you got to say? And she literally comes on and goes, hi, Angie. Like she was reading the script wrong.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I'm just saying, come on, wake up. Wake up, white people.
Did you get any Did you get any anybody yet? Because our fans are pretty on this. Anybody calling, messaging you saying they edited that out of the replay? Yet?
No, honestly, I haven't had a chance to go back and listen to that. It was just like a one-off.
Yeah.
And I think I've just been too busy trying to do my real job and this job at the same time that I just haven't had time to go back and clip it. Typically, I would do that. I can check my phone.
Hey, hold on.
I
heard about tranny cum. I got to take a break from this job.
I got to jot it down.
Go and clip this off. Howard's talking about a tranny coming in a mouth. So
yeah.
I think I might have be a little more heterosexual than you.
No, you're not. You're
I don't think I could be.
You wouldn't fuck a girl. No, you're gayer than me because you wouldn't fuck a girl that's hot that has a cock.
I wouldn't. You know. Yeah, you got. I don't know how that does. I don't know what you're talking about.
That makes you gayer than me, Howard.
I mean, if she looked like Megan Fox, I might let her give me a hand job.
Well, you know, he let Tula, the transsexual, touch his package and give him back in the day. So this is not something new, guys. Even back then I thought, what? You know, what? Like, trans guy, no one's touching my fucking package that's got a dick. I'm sorry. Call me provincial.
Conservative.
Yeah.
That's about it, or something like that. But that's
okay. So now we're, believe it or not, getting into the 22nd, June 22nd, guys. And I love Raven when she gets any kind of fuck up on the air, like, and documents it fully, because it makes you think, okay, first of all, you don't know if these survive to the replay, but she gets the first thing. And this one is Fred fucks up. Number one. And then
to untangle the entire area.
Go ahead.
Okay, so he was trying to go into like a David Crosby clip, I believe. Yeah. But for some reason, and God bless Kayla for finding this, clipping it right away and sending it to me. And she even deciphered what was in the drop that we shouldn't have heard. And it was untangle the entire area. So immediately her and I both are thinking it's talking about like a wig video.
Yeah.
To how to untangle a wig. And
okay.
that was hysterical, but like you really have to be listening, and that's what we do. Like we just take the time and comb through, literally, pun intended, comb through everything that we find.
So should I play that one again?
I want to hear it again. I want to hear.
Yeah, because it's really short. So. And then
to untangle the entire area.
And then
thank you, Kayla. Love you.
Well, that wasn't abrupt at all.
No.
Okay, so I got a question for you, Raven. I got one called 1B. Fred stages his own mini rebellion. You wanted that after that first one?
Yeah, because this was another Fred fuck up, I believe, that Wiggy.
Because there's three.
Oh, well, play the 1B and then play 2.
Okay.
Dad, Steve Harvey's talking to you. What do you have to say?
Drink.
Dad?
Greg.
The fuck up.
Is Fred sleeping?
This fucking guy. I finally, he plays the sound effects while I'm talking, and then I mean, it's unbelievable. Hey, Dad, Steve Harvey wants to know the answer. What is it? What?
Okay, Christ
Beautiful. Just beautiful. That's why we call it a podcast from the basement.
Yep. Number 2, Fred fucks up again.
Put in his 10,000 hours in those strip clubs and became an expert. He really did. Like, he would hang out at Lonnie, who ran the strip club.
What is your daylight?
What the fuck was that? Hey, guys on the air? My help not do that?
Yeah, it was me. Sorry.
No problem, Fred. You do your thing.
Trying to find the Friends theme.
Yeah, but can you do it off the air?
I thought I was anyway.
Right.
Okay. Let's power through that a little bit because it's a long clip.
It gets
He does that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I think he gets jealous of Ronnie on the air and he wants to get airtime. A lot of people around here jealous of Ronnie. Anyway,
projection.
Fred will get it right. He's only been at it for 40 years.
The computer I'm using is way in the back, and never mind. You don't want to hear it.
Oh, no, I'm actually curious. The computer is in the back.
That's
Fred is full of shit, by the way. All you need, I've got a fucking soundboard on me right now that I could use at a moment's notice. It's virtual, and if you can have page after page after page. You make your own, and as long as you know where they are, you go straight to it. It's not that fucking complex. And I didn't learn this. I didn't go to school for this. I didn't go to school to learn how to cut and edit all this shit. And I know Fred worked with carts for years and years, but they've been using computers now for at least 15 years. So there's no reason for him to fuck up. There's just zero excuse for a fuck up like that on a show that claims to have 60 million listeners.
He's getting Chick-fil-A delivered.
Yeah,
and that's what was happening.
Yeah, he's booking fucking King Norris at rest retirement homes, for 89-year-olds.
Like, I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were a show still. I'll play whatever bullshit.
He's just like you imagine him like in a hammock in his house with a little instead of actually getting near the computer, he's got a back scratcher and he uses it to tap the one button he needs and then goes back to sleep. Like he's got him
like the guy that's selling him weed is like, you should just do heroin. Like this is what you do.
Oh God.
Like you really should just do heroin. He's like, oh yeah, I'll take a hit.
So here's the excuses.
Right. Mr. Right. It's in the back.
The computer. Robin, the computer's in the back. That explains everything.
Yes.
I understand now why that happened.
Now, see, here's the deal. This is where the camera is. This is what I'm looking at. The computer that I'm using is way back there. So in order for me to find stuff, I have to go way back here.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
what's the problem
that I have are down over here. So you've got like this triangle that isn't really a triangle.
What the fuck is he talking about?
He's like, hey, I can't push this button because your wife is asking me for a steak. So every time I go to hit the button, she needs a fucking meal because apparently you don't fucking feed her.
Guys, they make USB they make flash drives big enough to cover every single drop he'll ever need. And these days, what does he need? 6 drops?
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's high. He's on fucking heroin.
I guarantee. Yeah, you're right. I believe that. I believe he's just said fuck it. I mean, we knew he checked out ages ago years ago with the Robert Plant interview. After that, when he goes, Fred, I don't want you involved. I don't want you fucking, whatever. I'm sure after that, he literally said, they're not going to fire me, so fuck it. And they're not going to use me. What do I care?
I think we're all open to opioids after that. So.
Okay, let me play the rest of it.
Well, why don't you get together with the Why don't you get together with the engineers and rework it?
That supposedly is in the works, but these things take time, and I'm not in control of what the engineers do.
Oh, come on. We've been talking for a year.
Studio is in the process of being designed, but I'm not the guy who's designing it.
Oh, wow. Way to shift the blame there, Fred. Yeah, Raven.
All right. So the studio's in process of being designed for a long-term stay of work at home. Hence, never coming back to the studio ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're not coming back.
Yeah, no way. And I mean, I can't imagine, like, we do this, but you don't need much, really. You need a green screen, which we're trying to figure out which one he's using, depending on the day. And then you've got, like, the same sort of backdrop of fucking guitars being held up as on a stand as if they're being used. Then you've got, like it really does look like a Christopher Lee fucking Cannon vampire film set. And then, Robin's always whatever in her office type thing, but you don't. So if there's no visual, when were they ever going to sell the visual when they're working at home? What happened to Howard 360?
We sound better than they do. I mean, honestly.
That's the sad part. I mean, there's some lag here and there, whatever, sometimes, but Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's play the rest of this.
If they're recording the majority of their show pre-recording, how do they not edit this shit out? But they leave it in to bash Fred and give us all this intel on what's going on behind the scenes. Like, nobody wants to hear that. One.
No.
Two, you're just telling us that you're never coming back to studio. And three, you're just going to, like, berate your staff, which, that used to be good radio, but now it's just like Fred saying it's in the form of a triangle, but it's not a triangle. He's talking so like
welcome to geometry
it's so
talk.
Cloudy what he's saying. I have no clue what's going on. I just know that there's a lot of passive aggressiveness and MPD flying around, and then you just have this mess of a show that we all get. Like, it's usually funny when you can't find clips. Now there's clips dropping into the show that shouldn't be. There's Fred bitching about his whole setup.
Robin thinking she's off mic, but she's on mic.
Fred's like, he's like, hey, I'm running this thing off my iPhone. Like, what the fuck are you on? He's like, I'm on YouTube right now. What do you want from me?
I'm streaming on TikTok. What are you bothering me with this shit?
Are we on TikTok right now? I have a drum machine for some reason. Like,
hand me another Twinkie.
Is Artie around?
Okay, so we'll listen to a little more of Fred's mea culpa.
Just move the computer closer to you, or turn your back to the camera.
There's
turn
no
your back
room.
to the. All right. Okay. All right.
There's
Anyway,
no room.
Sorry.
I knew you.
Right. I'm going to lose it here. I'm going to lose it. So shit.
This is a fucking multi-million-dollar show. Supposedly, you don't have room for 2 monitors on your fucking desk. You can't get a desk big enough for that, even during COVID. Bullshit. That's fucking seniors.
I bet you Fred would kill Howard with a fucking axe if he got a chance. Like, just fucking straight up murder him. If he got the chance. If he's out there listening, I know you would. I know that you'd fucking just straight up kill him. I can hear it.
We wouldn't blame you either, Fred. We wouldn't.
No, I'd send you Patreon if you did it.
And guys, a breakdown cannot happen unless we get one of these clips. Number 3, hey, I got a friend who.
They're expensive. I got 3 kids. I know. And I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday who's divorced. He has 1 kid. He says, I got to tell you, I make a good living. But Christ almighty, you should see what I'm spending a month.
Well,
okay. No, this next
what's he talking about? What was that even in reference to?
Raven?
How expensive kids are these days.
Yeah, he's not.
Just like in general, having
kids are adults. What are you talking about, though?
Well, the trust fund aspect, like whatever they're doing, he's got to foot the bill for, or he's willing to, or he's doing it. And either way, he's been bitching about the nut, quote unquote nut, for so long that it's just become part of his utility belt.
Yeah. All right.
He was also discussing Nick Cannon having 7 kids in 4 years.
Yeah.
So that's where we got into the kid talk, and him and his friend.
His friend.
his army of friends. Number 4. This one is funny. He said, Wiggy rejects his daughters for Family Feud.
All these questions.
I wouldn't want to put my kids and stuff on TV. You know, I'm pretty low key with that. I see a lot of these celebrities now. They got their kids on everything. And I'm not going to mention some names, but man, I'm fucking shocked by it. Everybody with these kids. And I think their hope is that their kids will become celebrities on Instagram and then make a living doing that. But man, I don't want that for my kids. So I was thinking,
I don't want them making money and being famous, so I don't have to fucking support their fucking no working ass. No, it's
wink,
I don't
wink.
want.
Wink,
yeah,
wink.
exactly. Exactly. Although I said this on Patreon with Deborah. I remember there was a Kelly Ripa Christmas special where she shoehorned her fucking kids into the special, and the son like visibly was angry and ripped his shoulder away from her hand because it was on her. She was grabbing his shoulder.
I love that.
And it was one take, so they couldn't do anything about it. And there was no like they should have edited it out, but he was clearly fucking pissed at 8 years old that he had to be on camera, you know, for his mother's fucking shit show.
It would have been funny if he followed up. He's like, hey, you know, I filmed my wife against her will the other day when a cat was in her face, and she didn't really want that. But, you know, I tried to get her out there, but I don't want her making money, you know.
Yeah. And using her fucking belly button as a litter box. So this is it's basically about the gigs, and he's always had a hard on to get a fucking what do you call it, like a talk show, or not talk show, but definitely either a game show or a talk show, something regularly filmed, like he pre-programmed. He doesn't have to think on his feet. He just has fucking dummy cards he can read, 79 IQ cards, you know, that in huge stencils so he can see them across, you know, with those fucking Mr. Magoo glasses he's got on. I would love to see him host Jeopardy. Jeopardy and start. And just the reading of the fucking questions.
Oh boy.
Just
even the ones in like French or Spanish.
Oh God, he'd be like,
that'd be so amazing.
He'd be like, in Minnesota, Lake Minnan. Hold on, guys. Lake Minnan. Can we break for commercial? Fuck, cut. Like this is in the middle.
The sun revolves around the is it the Earth or what?
Okay, let's continue.
Maybe I'd have my radio family on. Like Fred would be good.
Well, what about Beth's brothers? I think they'd be good.
They're smart guys, but you know, again, I don't know that I want to open up that box. You know what I mean? And then because then
when has he ever wanted to open up any box? But I digress.
My sister's going to go, why didn't you have me on?
Well, you can ask Alan.
Yeah, but I mean, you can only bring, if it's me and Beth, you can only bring 3 more family members with you. You can't bring the 57 people with you.
So you can bring Ellen and Beth's brothers.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so the idea of doing Family Feud and going on Family Feud. Okay, first of all, they'd all rather get, I don't know, stretched on a rack before appearing with him on anything. So it's not even, it's out of his hands. I don't know what the fuck he's going on with. He wouldn't have a say in the matter.
He's gonna molest the fucking host.
Steve Harvey?
He fucking tore a yard off his ass, like for that little edict he gave his staff a few years back. I have to go back into that.
But I'm not going on there anyway because I don't want all that. I don't need that. And then I don't want my kids upset that I didn't bring them.
You know why he's not going on fucking Family Feud is because the question would be like, name a famous southern dish made in fucking, I don't know, like made in Texas, and he'd go, you know, pasta primavera.
Right. You go, can you ask which male staff I underpay to give a rim job and exploit? Because I know that one.
The wiki topics on Jeopardy would be fantastic.
It just opens up a can of fucking worms. And then I'll say to my kids,
like a wedding all of a sudden. Who are you going to ask? And why you ask me?
And then my kids go, well, gee, it's weird. What do you don't want to bring us on TV? I go, I'm trying to protect you. I don't want you.
And then if you bring your radio family, your kids would say, Who are those people with you? They're not related to you.
That's not your family. And why is Beth with you? Why is she your family? And then, and it's just like,
what? I mean, let's this play out, guys. Only a few seconds.
Dad, Steve Harvey's talking to you. What do you have to say?
Let's shit on Ben some more. This next clip, guys, I'm amazed. Actually, I didn't, because I hadn't heard it live. But was it you, Raven, that sorted this out, or someone else? Because I think you're spot on. The clip is called "Is Max," as in the caller named Max, really Ralph with improper modulation? And I'm 100% convinced it's Ralph.
It was myself, and I believe Kayla, and a couple other people at the time, like Isaac. Once we put it out there, and a couple of us came to the conclusion at the same time that it had to be, because the cadences and the inflections in his voice are all you need to listen to, and some of the things that are said and laughing, just listen and you'll hear it. And there's 8 clips, so
it's Ralph. It's Ralph speak. So absolutely.
Max in New York. What can I do for you? And then I've got a bunch of things to play for you. So make it quick, Max. Go ahead.
I will be very quick. I just wanted to let you guys know how much your show helped me come to terms with being gay. I was like a senior in high school, 2012 or 2011, and you guys had Zach Quinto on. And it was like the first time that I ever heard a gay man in the media that I could really relate to.
Yeah, the amount of likes, it's all Ralph, first of all. And it's you when you, just because you speed something up, just because you change the pitch of something, you could slow down his voice, or you could make him read a script. That would help hide who it is. But because you're giving it to Ralph, you're giving him, and you're in such a fucking unplanned show, you go, okay, Ralph, you're this person, go. You're going to count on Ralph to do fucking improv. You may as well give it to a cadaver, because he's useless as a tits on a bull. Raven?
He brought up Zachary Quinto, who was on Star Trek. Yeah, and we all know Ralph is all over that shit. So it lines up perfectly, honestly. Yeah, I mean, completely. But you're just going to hear more and more of it. And they're short clips, guys. So hang in there.
Yeah.
And it really helped me. I was thinking about it yesterday when Carl Nassib, the NFL player, came out of the closet.
Right.
So just wanted to thank you guys. Also, I wanted to say that, I'm very jealous of this guy that Chris Wilding is parading around on Instagram.
Okay. The next clip is called Integral Gay Questions for Wilding, Part 1.
I hadn't seen anyone but my immediate family in over a year. I hadn't fucked anyone since February of 2020.
So when you got him in the apartment, did you immediately go down on him and start blowing him?
That's my first question.
Bob, you're the best.
20 questions. Next clip, guys, is called Oh My Goodness, Part 4.
Like that. Did you prep for anal? Did you do anything special?
No. That was that was problematic, my friend.
What do you mean? He got duty?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
This is like combining. This is like the Reese's peanut butter commercial where you combine the fucking chocolate and the peanut butter. Now he's combining the fucking duty with the gay, and it's like, wow, it's a magic combination.
This is where my friend, the Vice guy, is dead on with things like this. And this is originally Sam was going to clip today, but because of this stuff, I took over. And you're welcome, Sam. But I'm sorry, audience, that you have to go through this. So just bear with us. This is the crap, literally, that we dealt on the show on a daily, weekly basis.
Yeah, semi-regularly, absolutely.
What do you think happens if you don't prep?
Oh my God! Are you embarrassed?
Yeah, but here's why this guy is an amazing guy, and I really do have feelings for him. He doesn't care. He laughed when I rapid tested him. He didn't like it. I don't think anyone likes that unless they're very deviant.
Wait, he's like your boss.
No, he put his dick in your ass, and then all of a sudden, duty comes flying out.
Well, not all of it. So first of all, this is the second time I've done.
Okay, let's just forget for a minute that 12 years ago he'd be asking a single Richard about his date and what happened with the girls. Now it's got to be exclusively about, well, maybe because they're all taken. Now we're going to go straight to gay. Like that's what your takeaway is after so many years of doing the show. I mean, be real. What's this pandering unless it's for your own fucking self, like your own amusement, Raven?
Let's not forget, after 68 days off this summer, the first day back, what does he go to? 30 minutes of Chris Wilding and his gay lover from Colombia, the same dude who, again, went to scat talk after anal sex talk. So,
yep.
Yeah, it's relentless. It's not stopping. It's only going to get worse, as Bob said before. And it's all deviant, degenerate bullshit. It's just to make him happy. And we suffer.
Yeah. And one of the QFers suggested, is he trying to get out of his contract? I'm like, no, he's not. He's in the contract. He's not getting out of it. The only way they'd kick him off is if there was some mass movement against him, or if he didn't show up, or he didn't, he missed so many days where they'd say, okay, you're in breach of contract, we're getting rid of you, because there would be something written in there. But I think even in that case, they'd play replays and he'd be allowed to, make up the time on another day or record the same amount of time, and they just, put a bunch of patch together shows in the future in the summer months, for example. But he would absolutely be getting those days back in. Yep.
I'm also thinking that, let's say something horrific like Robin dies and he has to take like a month off or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, that there might even be a clause for that will allow him to do less shows, but he will get less money, but he can do that if that should happen.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll get a week off if one of his parents dies or whatever. Like, that's normal, that's standard. But at any rate, let's continue with.
Here we go.
Number 10, Howard Will Go for the Ferry, Part 5.
So I stopped him. I said, we gotta check.
Did you shit? Did you have to go in the bathroom and take a dump?
Afterwards, yeah.
Okay, so there we go. Next one, It Sounds Like Fruit O'Clock, Part 6.
What do you do with your dick while he's fucking you in the ass? Do you just kind of rub it and stuff?
Thank you for these short bits. Okay. Number 12, Oh My, Part 7.
You shit on this guy's dick and he stuck around. That's love in my book.
He laughed. Didn't miss a beat.
He's like, oh, look at all this shit. Did you shit the bed? I mean, like, was it all over the place?
No. I saw a little.
Bob's face made me laugh.
I know.
Not what
Bob's
I was listening to.
It's precious. I'm so used to this that it doesn't even faze me anymore. But
you know what I need? You know what I need to do? Next time I got to play one of these clips with the Rob Zombie music behind it.
Oh, that would be great. Play all these clips. Just
so what happened? Did you shit on his dick? Did you? Yeah.
You rub it and stuff. What do you do while it's in your ass? You just rub it and stuff? Like, what a fucker.
I'm asking, like, is Howard jerking off while they're asking these questions? I mean,
yes.
What's he asking this kid right now? I mean, this is so fucking goddamn weird, man.
He's wanting to be able to build this fucking fruity cathedral from memory, so that he has, like, he's building the. Yeah, he's designing. He's by listening to the, getting this interaction, he can draw this little fruity fucking cathedral from memory and just enjoy it later. Like, he can savor it. But these are clips I'm certain he comes back to listening to. He might be that fucking deviant, but he needs other people for this to work. So, Raven?
Yeah, for sure. He's getting a little chubbed up, but I'm definitely thinking he's going back later and listening to it very slowly and on repeat until he can paint himself this portrait in his mind and insert himself into the scenario as Chris Wilding or the guy plowing him. I don't know which, but Yeah, and to have like shit in it and all, it's just like his ultimate go-to probably whack off scenario. Sorry, guys.
And guys, well, full transparency, when they would talk years and years ago, when Gary would talk about doing anal with a woman and talk about getting mud on the helmet, I used to get fucking just disgusted then too. There's something about just I'm not one of those guys. I just can't. No, it's a bridge too far.
You're telling me you're not getting chubbed up listening to Chris Wilder and
I think my dick's going up into my fucking body cavity at this point.
I think my balls have shrunk quite a bit listening.
Yeah.
Chris, who has a tastier load, Max on the phone here or the New Columbian?
There we are.
The Columbian.
Okay, so that's, why get Max? Why keep Max on unless he's some, back office thing? In this case, Ralph. Okay. Now,
wait, do you agree with me that was Ralph? That's his voice, Bob? Do you think that was him?
Yeah, I absolutely think it was him.
Yeah, because let's play any random Ralph clip, guys. I dare you, and you're going to hear like that Valley speak, but then also punctuated by a lot of pauses because, well, he's fucking. He's a 78. So the next one is.
But with the last question was who had a tastier load. Is that what I just heard?
Did Benji write
you
that?
You heard
it. Who had a tastier load?
That's a wig on the fly.
And this is the evolved Howard, right? This is who we're talking about. The evolved.
Yeah, this is the evolved guy.
This is Ellen DeGeneres Howard. Who had the tastier load?
So, if we're going to equate this to his celebrity interview, shouldn't he be asking Jennifer Pitt, like, can you tell me 1 to 10 where Brad Pitt's load ranked on guys that you've dated, like Justin Theroux, your co-star on Friends? Like, just curious, like, but it doesn't go that far. I would love it if it did. That would be outrageous. That would be the old Howard.
Yeah. Like, did you get drunk when you swallowed David Arquette's load, Courtney? I mean, like, shit like that. I mean, did his semen taste like creme de menthe?
Who had the tastier load? All right. I don't know. I don't really know how to respond to that.
What do I do with this information? Okay, number 14, septuagenarian Tate landscaping. And I never thought I'd fucking say that, but I have.
Yeah, never thought I'd hear it.
Completely shaven down there?
No, just my balls and ass.
You shave your balls and you don't...
Put a razor in your ass?
Excuse me?
You heard her. You put a razor in your ass?
Oh,
okay. So again, it's just one fucking brown road. Follow the brown road to the wizard.
Yeah.
the Wizard of Schnoz. Number 15, Wiggy with his head up Ronnie's arse.
Why do you do that? Is it because your girlfriend puts the dildos in your ass and you don't want her to see hair, and she tongues your ass?
No, I just like.
Thank God, I don't need to hear Ronnie's answer. I didn't need to hear the question, to be honest.
Again, this is the evolved show. Right. I mean, this is what I'm not understanding. The thing that I'm not understanding is they're marketing this as this evolved thing, and there's people that are listening to this that are evolved or whatever the fuck they're saying. What are we talking about right now? We're talking about a geriatric guy's ass getting shaved and licked, and he's fucking someone in the ass. Like, who the fuck is listening to this shit? For honestly,
us.
There's about 10 of us still hate listening. Commiserating.
There's not an audience. There's an audience, apparently.
Okay, next one. I love this clip, and I changed some of the names of these, but Raven did an amazing job clipping these. I just had to change a couple of them to try to be a little funnier, to put some levity into this fucking brown arsehole fetish. Number 16, David Crosby's death rattle, which I don't know who was clamoring for a David Crosby interview ever. now in 2021, but we got it. So here we go.
God.
If you unfolded a paper of cocaine in front of me right now, there'd be a David-shaped hole in the wall, smoking. The only thing that
all I'm thinking of is Henry Hill, and when Artie would go after that cougher. You ever heard that clip of Artie imitating the cougher with the? Oh God, I got to play that one.
I want to do meth. I want to do meth to get me through these other clips. Look how bad this is.
Come on,
all right,
come on.
Do the next one.
We're in the home stretch. 79 with the full retardation blitz.
All right.
Compassion. All right. I know you said that. I know the whole past history with why each of you are not talking to one another. Those three are talking to each other. They're not talking to you. It just seems it's time to let go.
Said that in that it was kind of snotty. I said, well, we talk to each other, but none of us talk to him, which is not true. I do talk to Stephen.
You do?
Neil's got a legitimate beef.
Okay, so another question Wiggy got wrong.
Yes, thank you. That's why I clipped it.
Okay, next one, number 18. Bo knows football. Wiggy knows bupkis.
And I think that's going to happen anyway. You know, they're going to do a huge documentary on CSN. You know about that, right?
No, I don't. Where are they doing that?
I love it. He's like Mr. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but he has no clue what's happening in the future.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you're not up to date yourself personally, you know the guy's coming in. Why wouldn't you just literally go into Google, just click on Google News, David Crosby or CSN or CSN, so Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young, whatever, and then in order of date and look up, because there'd have to be some kind of news somewhere on some rock forum or some classic rock shitbag bulletin board.
10 minutes, 10 minutes of research, 10 minutes. Not
exactly.
You could easily go to IMDb and look up David Crosby and see that he's got a project in the works.
Bingo. There you go. And I mean, if it's something that, in a person of that, it's not going to be like some fucking indie Kickstarter thing. Although, maybe these days with some of these acts, it might.
The funny thing is they probably did the same thing to Howard. They were like, irrelevant. I was going to ask you about your cock,
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Number 19, prenup agreement plus finding the fun button, which I will let you guys figure out what that means, but you're going to hear it anyway.
Right. I was thinking there's only one thing you shouldn't be proud of, and that is, again, I'm going back to this Rolling Stone gig you're doing now. You advised people not to get a prenuptial agreement before they get married. You said that it takes away from the romance. And do you think now in retrospect, sitting here, was that good advice to give to your audience with Rolling Stone?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, going to play this one through, guys.
Yes, for this reason. You can't really love somebody if you don't trust them.
No, David.
Beth swimming in Lucky Charms right now. Listening to this.
She's doing her happy dance.
You can't trust someone if they're laying down trying to escape reality with a cat on their chest. I mean,
sign a prenup is that you don't trust them. So those things don't work together.
Wow.
You're saying I don't trust you, but I love you and I'm going to marry you.
Drink. Dead silence. Yeah. I love it. He has no response to him for that. And he's like, this is where the one thing you should regret or you were wrong on. And David's like, no, I stand by that. And then Wiggy's just thinking about all the money Allison's counting out while she's living her vida loca down in Florida. So, yay, Allison.
Now there's the dead air. There's dead air in years of dead air on this show, but then there are also the pregnant pauses. There's a big difference. The pregnant pauses, clearly you can hear the guy just kind of going. You can hear Wiggy going in his head. And the biggest example of that I can think of offhand is when they were talking about Bianca falling in the pool, and then he goes, well, I didn't want to get wet. I didn't want he goes, first thing I'd have to take off my boots, and what else I'd have to take off, and then Artie goes, your hair. And then there's a dead silence. He goes, you could tell he was just shooting him a fucking dirty look, and he goes, no, I gotta, and that was a pregnant pause. Same with right now. What you just heard with Crosby was Wiggy going, like in that fucking Mr. Do's wild ride that is his brain, he'd be going, whoa, that applies to me. Shit, how do I get out of this? So now he's got to go into you said it all. Bob,
it's a fucking predator. No, I don't have anything to say about it.
Okay,
that doesn't.
All right, listen, if that's what you think. But, you've also given some very good advice. Listen to this. Going down on women, not gross. You need to return the favor. Women have orgasms, and you need to find the fun button.
Okay.
All right.
So this was Wiggy doing a quick redirect. He changed right on out of that. After he was ready to tell David, oh, you're wrong, and you must regret this. And David shut him down. Thank you, David. And then Wiggy goes in a complete 180 off into the fun button, which he knows nothing about.
Right.
And for those of you listening, it's talking about going down on a woman and finding her clit. So you're welcome.
Howard's fun button is probably like a positive cancer result. He has no fun button.
It's his juice spot.
His fun button is the cash register sound when his bank account goes up after a new contract.
Exactly. Janet Reno has a bigger fun button than fucking Howard has.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Sex advice.
True.
Yeah.
Absolutely
you
true.
look for it. You look for it. You go for it.
You look for that little sucker. And then pay attention to it.
Tell me where to find that thing, because I seem to miss every single time. I don't know what I'm chewing on.
Follow the leg.
Wait.
Follow the leg. Lead you right to it.
That's the end of it. That's why I let it go. Go ahead.
Chewing?
Oh, God.
Chewing on it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, this falls in line with him. This falls in line with him saying, I know how to turn on a woman. I would tie her up and then leave her in the room for an hour.
That would turn her on more than being with him.
Yeah. It just goes to show you how inept he is about the female human anatomy.
Totally. Yeah.
Anything female, he is clueless because he doesn't spend any time there. And I will say this: he has not spent time there in years. I don't know how many we're talking. Maybe a decade, maybe 5, maybe 8. But he is just ever since he found out, like Michael Douglas got throat cancer from licking vagina. He was supposedly out. He was out on the female body, and hence the condoms.
He'll throw a credit card at it. That's all he's gonna do.
Well, it is a slot.
Lucky Charms at it, or some gummy bears at this rate.
Yeah.
Swipe. Okay. The next clip is called. The next clip is called "Welcome to the Long Hair Bingo Hall."
And then one more thing. Looking at your appearance right now, thank you for not cutting your hair. I have the long hair too. And I feel, we're holding on to a piece of history. All these guys cutting their hair.
My God.
I enjoy it.
It's his hair is history.
His hair is a Brazilian kid shaving his pubes instead of That's what his hair is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, there's a few seconds left.
It's fun. Anyway. Howard, you take care of yourself, buddy.
And David Crosby sounds like a mashup of Mickey Rooney, dead, with I don't know what I imagined the guy who did the voice work for Archie in the Archie cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, these fucking rock legends. No one expects them to sound. Really great when they're speaking. As long as they're singing fine, who gives a shit? But again, I just don't understand the whole point of having this fucking codger on. Number 21, Wiggy wants to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that is no typo. So here you go.
Call those other two.
Well, Steven isn't the problem, apparently.
No. I know Graham. He'll listen to me. He does what I tell him to do. I didn't want to say it publicly, but he'll do it. He'll do it.
All right. He owes you for some reason or other.
That's right. But if I do reunite them, I insist on being put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If I pull this off. All right?
All right.
Because I do love that band.
He's not joking at all. He really thinks he's a fucking rock musician that deserves some kind of. There's some kind of delusion because there's no Robin didn't laugh. He wasn't laughing.
Oh, I think he absolutely wants to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Maybe next time don't make fun of Jan Wenner and call him a fag and shit on the entire thing when you're doing an induction speech for a band that doesn't deserve anywhere near the title rock and roll, let alone some fucking legend, some collection of legends. Hey, Raven.
Yeah, and who gets into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for being a mediator? You either make music or you produce it or you write it.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't get in for making amends with a band.
Right.
Are you sure you don't get in for talking about 70-year-old guys getting rim jobs and that doesn't get you in there?
No, you get into the
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, you get into the Cock and Balls Hall of Fame for that.
Isn't there a perpetual skater boy part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for looking the part, acting the part, but having no real talent? We don't have that in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's called being
Wiggy.
It's called being an usher, and I think that he does fit that criteria.
We're gonna bookmark an earlier clip, guys, with this one. Don't invite this shithead anywhere.
And live with. And I can't stand other people. My wife again said to me, "We have another invitation to go to dinner." I said, "Listen, enough with the invitations."
Maybe you should give her a limit. Like, we'll go.
Right. I went to see another couple Friday night, and I think that I shouldn't have talked about it because it opened up a box of pain in my life.
Now
I would just so love it for him to get invited to somebody's house, and the guy, just for the fuck of it, drop kicks him as soon as he walks in the door, and he falls back out and tumbles down the stairs. I would love it. I would love it more than I would play it on a loop like people play the Lindsay Lohan morphing face video on a loop and get high watching it. It's just he sounds like such a fucking piece of shit. Raven.
He is.
Well, there's also a funny 79 moment here. I don't think people really caught it, but I kind of listen way too much, so I'm way too into his head of what he thinks he's trying to say, and I know what he's trying to say. He's like, Beth saying yes to one dinner party opened up a whole box of, he says pain, but he means Pandora's box. He just doesn't know the Pandora's box story and what it involves. And I know our listeners are intelligent enough to know what that is, so I'm not going to explain it. Look it up if you don't know.
Yeah,
but
consult
Wiggy
past episodes.
So much of a 79, he doesn't even know what he's saying. He's like, a box of pain. But he's just, he irritates me so much. You can't even get the right references.
No, fuck no. They're lost on him.
He's such a fucking misery.
Yeah.
The guy is such a fucking misery. Like, I feel for Beth. Honestly.
I know.
And you know, it's funny you guys are talking about, I wish that he showed up and he got his ass kicked there or whatever. There's an expression. It's called getting $150, and it's when someone cuts your face and you have 150 stitches that go down your face. And the funniest thing to me is if Howard showed up and he was all miserable. He's like, "Yeah, this guy just cut my face and gave me a fucking $150." Like, That would give me endless joy to hear about, like, he was such an asshole about going to this, and just the second he showed up, someone cut his fucking face. I mean, he's such a misery, this guy.
Well, the thing is, if anybody listening to, like, you know, the archives or certain clips we've played on our past shows and what have you, there's that one, you know, clip that we haven't. I think we've used it. Maybe we used it for one of the NPD shows, but nobody wanted to sit next to him for dinner.
Yes. Love it.
And then, yeah. And it was one of those things where, you know, for a moment that he realized, he finally actually hit reality. It hit him it fucked him up the ass. And reality told him, nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. And it's like that clip, Bob, when I ever show you that, I showed you that clip from the movie Your Friends and Neighbors, when Jason Patrick goes up to Catherine Keener and says, nobody likes you, or you're aware of this, aren't you? Yeah. And most people who are loathed on the level of him, or, you know, even lesser, but most people have no time for. Most people never get to hear that from anybody. They just silently lose contacts and friends, and they go through life thinking it's everybody else's fault. But if they did get that realization, it would hit them like a fucking anvil hits the coyote.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So he never, if he had heard that more in his life, I think he'd be a nicer human being, but maybe not. Maybe not the way, you know, things have turned out.
Probably not.
Everyone is very anxious to invite
Howard's
me.
ready to come out.
Yeah, and I'm not. By the way, if you knew me personally, you'd know having me to your home is just a mistake. I'm not fun.
Yeah, except if you told him that, he'd be really upset. He can say it now, but you know, he's all like low, like, you know, oh, it's all self-realization. But if you actually said, we didn't want to invite you because you're a piece of shit and you're a bring down, you're not funny, and you don't drink and you don't eat, you have nothing good to say, and you're going to shit all over it when you leave. So fuck you.
It's always a one-way road with him.
Yeah.
There's never a back and forth. It's always his opinion. And then, God forbid, or shame on any celebrity that hasn't sussed him out yet as being a super prick.
Yeah.
And is willing to have him over. I don't know what reason in the world anybody would still want him at their house other than star fucking schmuck's dinner, maybe.
Yeah. That's, I'd say, is the only reason, or maybe to have, you know, you need to have a special needs person in there to show you're all inclusive. I don't know. Raven?
Isn't it possible that they're just having, maybe they're using him so that he'll promote them, like Stephanopoulos for the Jeopardy
They're
position?
all using each other.
Yeah.
They're all using each other. They're all using each other. It's a huge fucking charade.
Yeah.
It's a huge fucking theater, and we're all the people watching it. You know, like,
get a refund?
Yeah, I want a fucking refund. You know,
Let's go to the bar across the street.
I don't go too much into this type of stuff, but people talk about how much is Howard why would he be friends with him? Why would guys, it's all management perception. We don't know any of these people. We don't know what any of these people are into. It's all about management perception. It's all about what the public will buy about whoever all of these people are. We don't know anything about Howard. We don't know about anything about his relationship with Jimmy Kimmel or whoever these people are. All that you know is what they're selling you. And the biggest thing that all of us can do is to disassociate from all of that, because we don't know any of these people. I don't know what these people are into. I don't know who Howard actually knows, who he doesn't know.
Yes.
And none of us know that.
That's why we go through the blind items. I know Raven certainly does, and I do too, because that's when you hear the good dope. And NT, God bless you, when you start revealing shit about, you know, stuff before it happens. And you do get a little insight if these things are true, and a lot of them end up being true, especially before the Harvey Weinstein stuff broke. They were a million blinds about this about to happen. So it was reading the newspaper on Monday that should have come out on Wednesday. Raven.
Well, I'm going to bounce off of what Bob said. And I noticed a common thread with Wiggy that, like with Jimmy Kimmel, who works for ABC, Dancing with the Stars, ABC, The Bachelor, ABC, all owned by Disney of all companies.
Wait a minute, isn't Fallon NBC?
Yes,
Tonight Show.
he is. He is, but Kimmel gets more love than Fallon.
Yeah,
Fallon gets like the NBC question or the Saturday Night Live questions, so he keeps him in for that.
Okay.
But you know, with Jimmy, with The Bachelor, with dancing, I'm not sure about Ellen. Is she ABC too?
I think she might have been. Actually, I have to look that up. But I mean, it would make perfect sense.
There's a common thread here.
They all are.
They're using each other.
They all use each other. They're all connected to one another. And you can sit here and you can tell me it's a conspiracy. I really don't care. But these people, we don't really know them. We don't really know any of them. And they can tell you that they're friends with whoever and they do whatever. And we don't know. We don't know
but the thing is,
people.
But that is the business. They're friends until all of a sudden there's a fall from grace.
It's business.
But I'm saying,
I mean,
okay. Here's the deal, though.
Go ahead.
Here's the deal. For example, Cuomo just recently he got mentioned on the Stern Show. We don't guys, fuck off when you're going to make this political. Go fuck yourself. Suck a dick. We're talking about how Cuomo was not mentioned in any context during his scandal, except for very recently on a recent show that he finally said, "Oh, he's gone." Something like that. Was that the quote?
Yeah, he had multiple scandals. It wasn't just one, but Wiggy was up his ass on how good looking he was, trying to hook him up with Robin. And then he came back and there was a throwaway line. And it was funny. I took a call during the show for 2-3 minutes and I missed something. And I referenced because I actually, as while I'm listening to the show, I also get some tweets. And I follow Benjamin, who is a friend of our podcast.
Yep.
And he puts out great tweets. So follow him at Benjamin XXX. So if I miss something while I take a call, I get it from them. Okay, so it was important enough to me to look up Benjamin's tweet. And he basically says this. This was a Wiggy quote. Andrew Cuomo's gone. He got caught up in a scandal. End of story. With that, Howard Stern finally addresses the disgraced LoveGov and will never again speak about it. He quickly changes the topic to the governor of Mississippi, whom he despises for not mandating masks. So it was basically a throwaway line that was barely a minute. Yeah. And that's all we're going to get about Cuomo.
Yeah, because he has to distance himself from that scandal the same way you don't hear about him and Matt Lauer, the Weinstein thing. You see, there's that famous picture of him and Beth laughing with Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was invited to the birthday bash. Now, is there any connection? No, because as soon as these scumbags get whatever happens to them that they get their comeuppance, all of a sudden, who? What? Cuomo who? And meanwhile, he was all over him a year ago. So this is the loyalty you get from a person who's, when you hitch your wagon to someone who's on the fucking, going down the tubes, you should be also taking some fucking hits. And he's not. He's not having any kind of blowback from this.
And he knew
I think he deserves it.
He knew that guy was involved with it.
And the bars, his birthday's coming up. Beth says to me, "Oh, let's invite them over for a drink before they." I go, no. I said, I'm not going to tell you when somebody's birthday is. If you're going to invite them for drinks, I said, let's give it a rest. We got away with it. No. We saw my daughter and her boyfriend. We saw this other couple. I feel good. I can breathe.
You still can breathe.
I can still breathe. I'm happy. Let's, you talk about you.
Okay, daughter.
He's not happy.
Twice, yeah. No, he's not.
Talking about.
Oh,
he can't walk out of high school. He's not happy. Robin's not taking his calls.
He can't walk out of high school. Why would they let him walk around a high school? I'm still baffled by that. But let's go into the next clip.
So he can feel young. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's going to try out for the Glee Club. Number 24. Wiggy wants gay attraction. I think this is a really short clip.
I'd be honored if a man was so attracted to me. Not one gay guy has ever come on to me. You know why? They're not attracted to me. It's upsetting me.
Perfect one to end on.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. Okay, guys, I think we have shed it all. We are going. This is going to be well long, and it's going to be a bit of a slog. But we know that you're going to. We hope you're going to appreciate it at any rate. Thank you guys for everything, all the nice comments. Keep them coming. And if you want to check out our extra Patreon content, like I've said before, just go to the links in the YouTube description for most of our videos, especially the newer ones, and it'll give you everything you need to link onto to get to our Facebook page. And join Raven in the mockery thread, please. All the new listeners, if you still have subscriptions, especially, join the mockery thread we do whenever Wiggy is live, which isn't too often. It's only Monday to Wednesday. He's got the schedule of a fucking part-time page at a library.
Skateboarder kid.
Yeah, exactly. And Raven mans that, but she can always. I think she'll appreciate anybody who wants to kick in and listen in real time. Yeah, Raven.
We'll take people who don't even have a subscription and just want to comment on what they're reading. Any kind of hate listening is valued. Just guys, please remember when you're typing on Facebook, use symbols, use numbers. Just don't type the word hate. Don't type the word vaccine. Don't use curse words. If you do, it's fine. Just put a different symbol in to screw up the word so the algorithm on Facebook doesn't screw you up and get you banned, because we don't want to put you in Facebook prison. But it happens so easily because there's so much hate flowing through that thread.
Yeah.
But
to be clear,
we're welcome to all comments. Yeah.
Right. To be clear, though, we don't put people in Facebook prison. It's the algorithm on Facebook that automatically captures whatever it detects when you say cunt, or when you say you're, like, if you're using in quotation marks, I wish someone would tell Rob, and I think you're a cunt, but you quote someone else and you put their name in it, it'll automatically think, oh, you're talking to that person, and then all of a sudden you're fucked. And it has nothing to do with us, guys. It's just something that they programmed, that sometimes it's arbitrary, sometimes it's retroactive, but there's a huge list at the top of our Facebook group page, and Raven did a good job collecting all of them. It's funny enough just to read it without doing anything, so on its own it's a good read. Bob, thank you for joining us, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a big week for you. And Raven, as always, thank you, my dear, for the clips. And good luck to everybody out there. Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye.
So many of these people, almost all of them that we see, are so poor and they are so black. And this is going to raise lots of questions for people who are watching the story unfold.
So black.
If they had been less black,
you know what, Halle Berry
causes many problems.
Halle Berry would have survived.
Right. Why couldn't we have a town full of Halle Berry?
Look at our goddamn black there.